The Bible is banned or ignored in the smartest countries. Here's why, step by step. Step 1. Belief versus knowledge. Let's start with the basics. To believe means, I don't know, but I accept it anyway. To know means, I can prove it, test it, or experience it. The Bible is built on belief, not knowledge. No one knows God. No one knows Jesus. They believe it because there's no evidence. That alone should tell you, this is not education, it's programming. Step 2. Why isn't the Bible in public schools around the world? If the Bible was truth, historical, or scientific, it would be taught like math or biology, but it's not. In fact, countries that dominate education rankings, Japan, China, Israel, India, and most of Europe, either ban it from public schools, don't include it in formal education, treat it like ancient myth or optional literature. Why? Because Step 3. The Bible has no academic value in modern education. It's not science. It says the earth was made in 6 days. It's not history. No record of Jesus in contemporary Roman archives. It's not geography. Talks about global floods with no geological evidence. It's not ethics. Supports slavery, genocide, and child sacrifice. It fails every standard of critical thinking. That's why it's excluded from serious education systems. So step 4. The countries that banned or restricted it know better. Japan leads the world in robotics, AI, and tech innovation. Bible? Not in their schools. China, major in philosophy, science, and secular ethics. Christianity is monitored. Israel, the land where it supposedly all happened, doesn't teach the New Testament in schools. Why? Because it's not Jewish scripture, and it's not their history. India has thousands of years of spiritual tradition. Christianity is a foreign import. Bible's not on the curriculum. France, Norway, Sweden, Germany. Modern Europe treats the Bible as outdated myth, not truth. Let that sink in. The countries with the best schools don't teach the Bible. Step 5. Indoctrination is for the colonized. So who does push the Bible hard? Countries with a history of colonization and slavery, like the US, Brazil, the Caribbean, and parts of Africa, because the Bible was used as a tool of submission. Slaves, obey your earthly masters. Ephesians 6:5. That's not a liberation text. It's a mental chain. Step 6. The people who were enslaved with it now. Worship it. Imagine this. You were whipped with a book, and now you call it holy. That's the power of brainwashing. The Bible was used to justify slavery, kill native cultures, erase African languages and traditions. Now people proudly say, the Bible is my truth. No, it was your ancestors' chain. Step 7. The Bible contradicts itself dozens of times. Why isn't it in schools? Because it collapses under scrutiny. God is seen and unseen. John 1:18 versus Genesis 32:30. Jesus is God and not God. John 10:30 versus John 14:28. Salvation by faith versus by works. Ephesians 2:8-9 versus James 2:17. No one has seen God, yet Moses did. No textbook in a real school would survive that many contradictions. Step 8. The Bible promotes emotional belief over logic. Instead of encouraging research, it encourages obedience. Lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believed. John 20:29. Take every thought captive. 2 Corinthians 10:5. This is anti-thought. This is mind control. No critical thinking allowed. Just obey and believe. Step 9. There's a reason. They banned it. These countries didn't ban it because they hate God. They banned it because it's dangerous when people believe fiction is fact. Religious extremism, historical lies, and anti-scientific teachings all grow from unchecked belief, and these countries chose progress. Meanwhile, Others chose plantation logic, dressed up as faith. Step 10. The trap is deep, but not invisible. The Bible wasn't made for your freedom. It was made for your submission. That's why. It tells you to wait for heaven instead of fixing earth. It makes you forgive your oppressor instead of holding him accountable. It disconnects you from your ancestors and roots. It replaces your spirituality with obedience to a fictional God. It's a system, not salvation. And the fact that the smartest nations in the world don't teach it should wake you up. Final word. Let's stop playing. The only people still deeply following Christianity and Islam are the descendants of slaves. That's not a coincidence. That's by design. There are more black people than any other race still trapped in the very religions that were used to colonize, enslave, and erase them. You don't see Japan praying to Jesus. You don't see China fasting for Ramadan. You don't see Israel preaching the New Testament. But go to Africa, the Caribbean, or the Hood. You'll see churches on every corner and mosques next door, still shouting the names of gods that were handed to us on the plantation. And you still think you're free. You're not saved. You're still programmed. You're not chosen. You're still chained. And you're not worshiping truth. You're honoring your oppressor's manual. So when I say you're still on the plantation, I'm not talking about picking cotton. I'm talking about picking up that Bible or Quran and calling it yours.